Yeah, so we can start. Brendan, huge relief.
Yeah, it is a bit of a relief. The last couple of days have been pretty tough on the camp after a disappointing first game, but we asked a lot of questions within the unit over the last couple of days, and I thought the guys responded superbly today. We got ourselves back in some winning ways, and hopefully now we've got some momentum that we can carry on this tournament.
Brendan, when rain looks as likely as it did today, do you go for that much more in the initial overs?
No, not really. I think the only time that you change probably your initial approach is probably at the toss when you know the rain's likely to come later on in the day. It's probably better to be batting second and at least able to control the run rate from that point of view. The way that I think Chris teed off at the start of the innings, after the initial 2 overs, and the rest of us able to just chime in, I think was probably indicative of how he plays, more so than any opening conditions that we're starting to build up.
So when you went out to bat, when you had the rain factor in mind?
No, we went out to bat. We're just trying to get ourselves off to a good solid start, and we get through the first 2 overs without losing a wicket, and then try and attack from there. If the rain did come, then we'd hopefully be in front of the run rate, and it proved to be the case. Given different situations from 5 onwards, things are we give ourselves the option of flexibility. You were top 4 seconds though.
You're checking out the DL rules. I mean, the DL calculations that come out in the dressing room. The Duckworth Lewis calculations that come out in the dressing room when you're batting.
No, they hadn't come out at that point, but we're always roughly aware of what was going to be needed. But I don't think it was really going to change our approach too much at the start. I think the first 2 overs, as long as you don't lose wickets, if you've got a couple of destructive hitters in, you can always maximise with short boundaries. So that was always going to be our plan, and the fact that the rain came, I think, whilst it probably ruined a tight finish and a good game, we were also pretty relieved to have got points.
Yeah.
Brendan, one of the reasons the outcome didn't go to England was because of the weather. Do you think the weather could be a factor here as well? It seems to be.
Yeah, so far it's been a factor. Obviously, it's not ideal. Such a big tournament like this with such a huge following worldwide. It is a shame to see games decided on Duckworth Lewis, but by all accounts, the weather should hopefully ease off a little bit over the next 2 weeks, and from there, hopefully we'll see some full games played over this as well.
What's the captaincy like?
What's the captaincy like?
What's it like being captain of the side now with all the chopping and changing it?
Well, it was pretty tough 2 nights ago. Now it's obviously a lot better feeling. I think I learned a lot over the last 2 days as well about the style of leadership that's going to take from me with me in charge. It's going to have to be a little bit stronger and a little bit, I guess, more utilising of the experienced players I have around. But at the end of the day, I've got to come to a definitive decision at some point and go with my gut. And I thought today I was able to use some of the huge experience I've got within the side, and also call upon those guys in key situations as well. So we saw it came on to bowl. That's exactly what you want from a senior player in the team, to come on and make a difference like we did. And I think as a captain, you're hugely lucky to be able to have that sort of talent to lead on. Look, I'm enjoying it. It's huge pressures when you're captaining such a passionate following team such as KKR. But I desperately want to win this tournament. I feel I can make a difference by being captain, and hopefully we'll see us develop over the tournament into a very good team.
Was it decided in advance that Saurav would bowl more play than he did last match?
It's one of those things that you try and you almost make a decision on the fly. When we saw the conditions as they were, knowing that Surav's got a huge amount of experience, and knowing that he's able to deal with that sort of pressure as well, it was obvious choice to go to him. He responded beautifully, and certainly swung it back our way. And to have picked up the wickets he did, certainly gave us an opportunity to really put some screws on the Australians.
In the last match, you had Saurav coming in number 3 and Brad at number 4.
Yeah, we changed that over the last 2 days. We sort of went away and worked out what was probably with these conditions. I think with India, if the tournament had been in India, we would definitely have seen Saurav bat at 3. But I think his ability to manipulate and clear the ropes against the spin later on was going to prove very crucial. And also Brad Hodges is ability to play fast bowling is incredibly good, and even if the wickets are moving around, but certainly backing to be able to lay the platform. So I think it's a nice balance with Brad and Tree and Surrey before, and they're both very happy with that. So I think that we're pretty lucky that we've got the calibre of player available in those two positions.
Brendan, during the last match and even during this match, we saw you and a couple of other guys, giving out some unusual signals. Have they been adopted from baseball?
I'm glad someone picked up on this. Yeah, they have. Yeah, we are utilising those signals. 2020. It's one of those games that any edge that you can gain, or any time that you can make a batsman second guess himself or wonder what the opposition's doing. You often get yourself in front of the game. Signals are something that we are continuing to work on. Hopefully, we'll develop those and become highly efficient at it. Obviously can't tell you what they are, but hopefully we'll be able to develop those, and they'll give us a real leap on some of the opposition if we can nail them.
But how many of them are you working on? A number?
Yeah, plenty of them.
I know it's early days yet, but are there any new challenges that have come up playing 2020 cricket in South Africa compared to India last year?
Yeah, I think the first couple of overs is crucial if you can negate early wickets, particularly if you've got destructive hitters in your batting line. If you get through a couple of overs without losing a wicket, you can increase the level of risk as the overs progress. And I guess that's our approach. I'm sure, depending on different wickets, if we come up against a wicket that is, I guess, more conducive to stroke play, then I think you can probably have a go a little bit earlier on. But just with the nature of the wickets moving around a bit, you really don't want to be in the situation we were in last game where we lost early wickets and always we're trying to chase the game from there. So I think that's something that these conditions are going to present, just the ability to try and keep wickets in the bag to still be able to maximise your overs later.
So it's almost a more old-fashioned approach to
sort of more. Yeah, I mean, I'm not talking sort of 5 or 6 overs. I'm just talking a couple of overs, 12 balls. Give yourself an opportunity, negate the best bowlers that are coming against it, and then I guess throw some cautions and work from there.
Yeah, Brendan, do you know exactly how much you have to get in that 5 overs to get to the thing, knowing the condition is supposed to be there? Or you're just going by gut instinct about that, just have to go a certain score and probably get up.
Yeah, you've got a rough idea based on what they scored. You had a rough idea, and I guess not trying to complicate too much early in the first few overs. I'm sure that the guys out there will still keep an eye on the scoreboard, looking at the Duckworth little score that comes up on that. We've certainly done that from the sideline too. But I don't think you want to complicate things right at the start of the innings, knowing that you're still going to get through 5 overs to constitute a game as well. So, whilst we're aware of a rough estimate of score we needed, we certainly weren't looking at that each.
Yeah, thank you.